in the wake of Austria announcing a daily cap of 3,200 migrants as well as 80 asylum seekers per day, interior ministers from the countries along the Balkan route have come up with some new regulations. Effective as of 8 a.m. on Friday morning, refugees will now be processed and registered on the Greek-Macedonian border. This is where all the registration will take place. They will be tested for their nationality. Don't forget, only Iraqis, Syrians and Afghanis will be allowed through. As well, they have to give the proper answer to the question, what is your purpose for entering the European Union? When their chosen destination country says it's okay to bring refugees across, a train will then bring the refugees straight from the Greek-Macedonian border all the way here to the border of Slovenia and Austria. Again, once that cap of 80 asylum seekers per day in Austria is reached, Austria will close its border. Its border will now only be operational between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. As well, no more private transportation will be allowed along the Balkans route. The next step, according to the interior ministers, is to stop Iraqis from entering their territories. Then it will move on to Afghans, and finally it will be to stop Syrian refugees and migrants. According to the Austrian foreign minister, they will close their border as of March the 1st. As far as the kickbacks and consequences of all of this, well, Greece is the country to be looking at, and the backlog that is very likely to be seen on the Greek-Macedonian border. All the countries along the Balkans route, including Austria, will be sending extra security personnel to that border to try to help facilitate the process and have the process go faster. According to the Slovenian Secretary of State, who we spoke to this evening, he says that Slovenia will be sending more manpower, more money and more equipment. As far as the daily caps placed by Austria, Germany is questioning whether they fall within EU regulations, saying that they undermine the attempts of the EU to try to come up with some unified approach to what has been the biggest challenge the EU has ever faced. Natalie Carney for CCTV on the Slovenian-Austrian border.